Hall of Fame wide receiver and our NFL Network colleague Michael Irvin is opening eyes with his appearance on the August cover of the Out Magazine edition, a periodical that advertises itself as the world's leader in gay fashion and lifestyle. Inside, Michael shares his support of gay rights and specifically of gay professional athletes. Michael, thanks for being with us here. It's one thing to answer a question, yes, I do support gay rights. It's another to go on the cover of a magazine to do so. What's in your heart to make you take it to that level?
Well, first of all, we start talking about equality. I'm an African American, so you know what reigns or what should reign in all of our hearts when it comes to equality. Equality for all means equality for all. So when we start talking about being on the magazine, what I want people, the more we talk about things and the more we talk about them in a calm way, the better we are as a country. So, I get guys, and even when I step in here, Warren and all the guys, why you gotta toot up your lips in the picture and all of that stuff? But the reality is, it gets us talking about something that's very serious, and that's equality for everybody.
What's the reaction been?
But actually, reaction has really been positive, to be totally honest with you. A lot of people that have called and emailed and said, okay, hey, I have a lot of friends that deal with this. And Paul, to be honest with you, I have a brother that I didn't know what it was, all of it. I'm a young, dumb kid, just like all of us. We're saying stupid things because we don't know. As we get older, we learn more about how much that hurt people and offended people. And then I started thinking about, wow, what life must have been like for my brother, whom I love dearly. So, I think it's great. A lot, not just me, a lot of athletes, a lot of people are stepping up and talking about equality. And it is the right thing to do.
In the article, you said that, and this is getting back to your time with the Cowboys in the late 80s and the majority of the 90s, if a teammate said he was gay, we would have integrated him and kept moving because of the closeness. It's one thing to say that at 45, a much more mature man than you were at 25. But back when you were 25 in that locker room, do you really think
but at 25,
that would have been the feeling?
At 25, we heard the rumors about my quarterback. And we certainly, and they came pretty strong because we were winning Super Bowls then at the time.
They were on the outside. How did you guys respond on the inside?
We didn't respond to it. That's how I surmised we would have handled it well because everybody was talking about it. We were going to play football. You get guys in the locker room talking, you heard about what you went? Yeah. Ain't got nothing to do with that. As long as he throws that bang-aid on time, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing that went on in the locker room. So I have to try to extrapolate from that since it didn't happen. And to make the point, yes, I believe that team with the characters we had, that team, I believe we would have handled that well.
Do you think that you did have gay teammates in that locker room?
And you know what? No one said they were, but statistics will say sure. But I don't know anybody, and nobody came forward to say that they were gay.
I think many believe that the world of professional sports is a homophobic world, and with no locker room more so that way than an NFL locker room. I'm not saying it is that way, but that perception is out there. Do you think that's true?
Well, I think the whole world would have been a homophobic world until we're starting to gain knowledge on everybody and gain knowledge about the situation and everything, and then people starting to pull back and say, okay, we didn't know that was offensive, and you got to start being around people more, and start talking like we're talking. Let me tell you what's great about athletes talking about it. The fear is if I am friends with someone gay or talking about someone gay, then I'm not all man. You see what I'm saying? So when athletes come out and say, oh, wait a minute, I'm talking about it, I'm supporting it, and there is no understanding of man more than football players and athletes in this country. So that's why I thought it was time, and I love that other guys have been talking about stepping out and saying, saying things like you're gay and all of those things are wrong and offensive and we should not say it, and they're right, and equality is right. So I'm loving, not just me, a lot of athletes stepping up and doing what's right here.
James Harrison just made reference to the NFL commissioner using a gay slur. If you had a chance to speak with him, what would you say?
Well, I will share with James about, and I do talk with James. And I know James is an intelligent guy. And
Have you talked to him since
I haven't talked with him since then, but I would continue to share with him, like James, and James, one of those fearing guys. So he said, James, if someone said something derogatory about your race, how would it make you feel? you know, and you got to try to bring it home. You got to try to bring it home. A lot of times people don't spend time to bring it home. What I mean by that is make it relate to you. Make it relate to you. If someone said this about this, your race, how would you feel?
Do you think there are more NFL athletes right now who see this issue the way you do, or would come down more on the side of having a feeling like James Harrison?
I think there are more people that are starting to see this issue the way we were speaking about it in the magazine. I really do. And I certainly think athletes are falling right in that category of people. Absolutely. You know, now that we know it is offensive, now that we know it is hurtful, people are tending to turn away from hurtful things. And I think that's a good thing.
Michael, not only do I thank you for your time, I applaud your courage in what you're doing here.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
Michael Irvin, thanks, pal.